Yeah, unless we find out like how many members are truly needed. It's 5 minutes after 4. So I would like to call the meeting to order. And our first item was to review the March meetings, which I think we may have to hold off as well. Or do we have to? We don't have to vote on the minutes, do we? Yeah, so again, that will require a quorum. Hence, I asked, like, what is the minimum requirement number-wise?
Joanne is looking into it.
Okay. While she's looking into it, let's skip through items 2 and 3 and go to number 4, which is the update on our submission of the first application. Dr. Charles.
Until now, still nothing from the commissioners. The last time I talked to them, they're still reviewing, they're still talking to the lawyers. And I think Bob is here. She talked to Brian Jeffers and asked if the lawyers can come into the meeting, and they said no. They will not be able to join the Board of Health meeting. So Bob, I don't know if you want to talk more about this.
Unfortunately, I
Sorry.
don't have anything to add to that. The other two commissioners don't, for some reason, I don't know what the holdup is or what they're trying to do. I am ready to sign it a month ago, so I'm just waiting on them to see what their final decision is going to be. Unfortunately.
Yeah, thank
Yeah, this
you
is
so much.
Barbara.
Yeah.
I don't have any update on that either. Like Dr. Charles had shared, I did reach out to the chief of staff about having someone from one of the attorneys participate in our call, and that was not agreed upon. So, I think we're kind of just still in a waiting game, unfortunately.
The only sad part is we don't even know if the holdup is with the actual application. Are there any particular issues, or it's just that they're busy enough where they haven't gotten to it? It has become one of these waiting games because I believe that's the same issue with um the Ryan White Clinic and the Board of Health discussion. It seems like the state might be okay in theory, but we haven't received the approval internally at our level. So it's pretty much holding everything up. We don't know what's going on with construction right now because obviously they cannot proceed until we get a green light from the county. So uh, I think it's just that's pretty much the update for all the members here on the call that it's being held up. Everything is being held up at their level, the commissioner's
Correct.
level.
That is correct, and I don't know the answer to what they're thinking and whether or not they even want to have the health department in their minds. I don't know.
Okay, well, um,
And I did find, for the quorum, it's just a simple majority. The only thing is, I don't know if the terms that expired, if they're still considered board members or not.
well, in theory, we had agreed for everyone to continue. So let's assume that that still holds true. How many members are still on the board that are not here? If we can just count that. I believe um, Dr. Kurana is not here today. Is
Dr. Cron, Dr. Shetty was still considered on the board. Terry Lacy
Terry is not here? Yep, 3.
and
And Bob,
Bob Durkin.
Bob Ducking,
And
yep.
Bob's not here.
So 4 people are not here.
4, and there's 5 here, so
Okay. How
Barb
did
is
you?
considered a board member, then there's 5 here.
Okay. Well, then we will go forward with the review of March meeting minutes. Um, can we make a motion to approve the minutes from March? There was not much to review, but still, I mean, in theory, it was circulated, so I'll make the
make a
motion to
motion.
approve. You make a motion, I'll second it.
Okay.
All in favor?
Aye.
Yep.
Aye.
Any questions, any discussions? No, motion carries then. The next on our agenda is reviewing the bylaws and voting to accept it. Does that still apply, Dr. Charles?
Yes, if everybody is here, they
Okay.
saw it and they agree with it. Well, I
Okay,
think-
let's make, if someone can make a motion to approve the bylaws as is.
Do we have the number 5?
What I was told is Barb is considered a board member, which I think is true because
No.
she's a.
Well, yeah,
I mean,
because she was placing bills, so,
yeah,
yeah.
and Bill was considered a board member, right, as a co-chair of the board. Yes. Okay, so motion to approve the bylaws, please.
I will make that motion.
Thank you. Okay. All in favor?
I,
Any
Aye.
questions or any discussion? None, motion carries. Okay, well, I know it's gonna be a short meeting today. The only other thing on the agenda is, we are open for discussion. If anyone has any comments, any questions, hopefully, we should be able to wrap up soon after. So any questions?
oh,
Hopefully soon we can get all these little pieces moving and make this meeting a little bit more exciting with news and uh, new things going on, something that we can, proudly discuss. Unfortunately, there's not much action. And I'm really hoping that, the commissioner will vote to keep the idea of Board of Health live. It has taken a lot of months of hard work to get us to this stage, and it's truly required in our community. So, Mr. Shermack, whatever you can do to pass on the message, we would really hope that the commissioners will vote to keep the Board of Health active in
Yep.
whatever shape or format they finally agree. I think it'll be an asset to the community.
absolutely. And that's, I'm working on that pretty much every day. It's just I'm waiting for an answer, just like the rest of us. And, we put a lot of work into getting this done along with Bill Browning and everyone else. And no, this needs to happen and I want to see it through. So I will do everything I can.
Thank you. And we all truly appreciate your participation every month as well as, your support. So thank you so much.
Absolutely.
I did have something to share. I recently had a Zoom meeting with Dr. Rachna Saxena, along with some members of her team. I was able to meet Emma Graham, Katrina Bauer, and Aaron. I'm not sure if you pronounce it Kanaya or Kanya. And so we started to talk about their work in the schools, the Lackawanna County schools that they have already been to. They are planning to come to our NEIU Learning Campus, as well as, I shared information with them about some of the other special needs schools, such as New Story. I believe Graham Academy has opened a new satellite in Mayfield. Not sure if they're quite operational yet. We started talking about non-public and private schools, as well as the strategic plan that was developed at the intermediate unit that includes a lot of variables that have to do with both medical and mental wellness of our student populations. And so, we started to talk about some of the objectives that we have include things like having a community health fair, and some other areas in which we may be able to partner right now, certainly with just the county. But should we get the, this Board of Health off the ground, it would really then, be this group that would be facilitating some of those partnerships with the schools. So I think we're off to a really great start as far as some of the things that we can do to work together. I've also connected them with our early intervention department, our safety and security coordinator at the intermediate unit, and all of those individuals you know, just so that we can start to do some active and good things, whether we are officially licensed as a Board of Health or not.
Excellent. Thank you for the update.
Okay.
Any other items for discussion? In that case, I would like to make a motion to adjourn the meeting and see you all next month. Thank you, everyone, for your
Okay.
participation.
Thank you.
See you then.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Good afternoon.
Bye-bye.